Good morning, all. Welcome back to classes on Vamana Karma. So, in the last class, we discussed about Chatu Lakshanas and Chatushuddhi. So, in this class, we'll continue discussion about Pashat Karma of Vamana, post Vamana management. Myself, Dr. Satish S. Vasan, Assistant Professor, Department of Panchakarma, STMT's AMC, Terdal. Yes, now we'll discuss about the today's main topic, post Vamana management. See, when you heard the post Vamana management, we should remember two things. So, Pashat Karma can be divided in two things. One is immediate Pashat Karma and another one is remote Pashat Karma. So, what do you mean of immediate and remote? So, in an immediate Pashat Karma, so it is an Pashat Karma should be done immediately after completion of Vamana Karma on the same day, on the same moment. When you complete the Vamana, immediately what you will do? That is comes under immediate Pashat Karma. So by evening or from next day, what you follow, what you advise to the patient to follow, so that comes under remote Pashat Karma. So here, the Acharya clearly says that Samyak Yogena Vamitam Kshanam Ashvasasya Payayet Dhumatraya Anyatamam Sneham Acharam Atadishet. It says that Samyak Yogena Vamitam after completion of Samyak Yoga. So Kshanam Ashvasya, ask patient to take rest. Some 5-10 minutes you should take the rest. After that, make him to paya, make him to undergo dhumapana. So dhumapana. So there are three types of dhumapana: snehaka dhumapana, virechana dhumapana, and prayogika dhumapana. Okay, among that, one which is suitable for the patient that need to be advised. So after completion of the patient, you ask patient wash the face and both the hands and both the feet with suposhna jala. Okay, and sprinkle the cold water to the face is very important. Without unknowing the patient, the vaidya should sprinkle cold water to the patient. And then administration of Dhumapana, as I said previously, three types: Snehika, Virechanika, and Prayogika or Shamana Dhumapana. So next come is very important, remote Pashat Karma remote. So this is by evening. By evening it will start, or the Samsarjana Karma can be practiced from the next day of Vamana Karma. So this Samsarjana Karma, it comes under the remote Pashat Karma, and following of Ashta Doshakara Bhavas. Okay, Uchchaira Bhashya, etc. things, and Samsarjana Krama, those two things will comes under the remote Pashat Karma. So what is Samsarjana Krama? Right? When you see Samsarjana Krama, it can be divided in a three types. Peyadi Samsarjana Krama, Tarpanadi Samsarjana Krama, and Rasa Samsarjana Krama. So let me introduce what to mean of Samsarjana Krama. Okay, it has two words, Samsarjana and Krama. The word meaning of Samsarjana is mixture or the combination. Krama means order. Krama, right? Order. Like from Peya to normal food. It's an order. Like from Lagu to Guru. It's an order. Krama. That is called as Samsarjana Krama, but is not Samsarjana Karma. It's a Krama. Okay, it's the order of combination of diet is called as Samsarjana Krama. It's a sequential order of combination of diet. Then why this Samsarjana Krama is required? It's very important. Why? Why after Vamana and after or Virechana, this Samsarjana Krama, usually the Vaidya will advise why it is needed. Because it is beautifully said by Acharya Charaka in Siddhisthana 12th chapter, like Atakalvaturam Vaidyaha Samshodhyam Vamanadibihi Durbalam Krushalpagnim Mukta Sandhana Bandhanam. He says that the Atakalvatura Vaidyaha Samshodhyam Vamanadibihi, after Samshodhana like Vamana and Adibihi. So the patient will be a Durbala, Durbalam, Krusha Alpagnim is a Krusha. Patient will be having the Alpagni, and Mukta Sandhana Bandhanam, there will be a looseness, there will be a laxity in the Bandhana, Mukta Sandhana Bandhanam, joints and all. Nirhata Anila Vinmutra Kapha Pitta Krushashayam. Nirhata Anila Vinmutra, there will be a complete removal, Nirhata of Anila, Vit, Mutra, and Kapha, Pitta. So there is nothing is there in the body. That body is considered as Krusha Ashaya, empty Sharira, empty body, Krusha Ashaya. So it's also called as Shunya Deha. So Shunya Deham Pratekaram Sahishnum Paripalayet. So after some Shodhana, that body is considered as a Shunya Deha. So for that Shunya Deha, you need to protect it. You have to protect it. How to protect? Yata andam tarunam purnam tailapatram yathevacha. How you protect the newly hatched egg, and how you will protect the patra or the vessel that's completely filled with the taila, and how a gopala, a coward, how the gopala, ivadandika, how the gopala, he controls the go samudaya, the entire the thousands of go just by holding its dandi. Okay, Gopalaiva dandigaha sarvasmat apacharataha. It means that the simile one should understand. So immediately after the shodhana, the person is very tender in nature. He is completely empty, shunya deha. So he need to be given more protection. He need to be taken more of care. So how to taken care? So that care in the sense of two. One is by following the Samsarjana Krama, and second one by following Ashta Doshakara Bhavas. Okay, this need to be followed for the sum of the period. It may be a 5 days, 3 days, or 7 days, or it may be extend. Okay, so in these days, to increase the Agni, to increase the bala of the patient, to increase the bala of the Agni, so one should need to follow the Samsarjana Krama. Okay, to restore his all the proper or previous strength. Okay, so one should need to follow the Samsarjana Krama. That's why the Samsarjana Krama is given more importance, or it is a must and should after completion of Vamana and Virechana. So next, indication of Samsarjana Krama, where the Samsarjana Krama is indicated. So in Charaka Siddhisthana 6th chapter, 24th shloka, Samshodhanabhyam Shuddhasya Rutadoshasya Dehinaha Yatyagnir Mandata Tasmat Kramam Peyadim Acharet. So it says that Samshodhanabhyam, after completion of Samshodhana, so after the cleaning of the body, Shuddhasya Rutadoshasya Dehinaha. So after removing of Rutadosha, when the person attained the Rutadosha Lakshana, that is mentioned in Charaka Siddhisthana 6th chapter. So there will be a Agni Mandya Yatyagnir Mandata Tasmat Kramam Peyadim Acharet. So because of Agni Mandya, so that person need to undergo Peyadi Samsarjana Krama. So then same chapter, the further Acharya Charaka says that Vamitascha Viriktascha Mandhagnischa Vilangitaha Agni Prana Viruddhartam Kramam Peyadikam Bhajet. Says that Vamitascha, after completion of Vamana, Viriktascha, after completion of Virechana, Mandagnischa. So it's very important. Mandagni. The Mandagni, it may be because of Virechana, it may be because of Vamana, or it may be because of any of the reason. If it is Mandagni, there the Samsarjana is indicated. And Vilangitaha is very important. Vilangitaha. So after Upavasa also, the one should switch his normal food after the following of Samsarjana Krama. It's not like that. See, full day I'm in fasting, and by evening taking of heavy food, it is contraindicated. So evening you must take a lagu ahara, and next day again morning food should be a lagu, and from afternoon and evening you can take your normal food. Okay, here also in Vilangita also one must follow the Samsarjana Krama. We need to follow Samsarjana Krama? Because Agni Prana Viruddhartam Kramam Peyadikam Bhajet. Agni and Prana. See, Agni is a Prana. Prana is Agni. If Agni Mandya is Pranahani itself, right? So you always protect the Agni. So in these four cases, like Vamana, Virechana, like Samshodhana, and Mandhagni. Mandhagni, it may be any of the reason. And Vilangita, the person, one who underwent Vilanghana or the fasting. So these persons need to undergo Samsarjana Krama before shifting his normal diet. So what is the importance of Samsarjana Krama? Why we need to follow this Samsarjana Krama? Because it says that Yata Anur Agni Struna Gomaya Dehi Sandukshamano Bhavati Kramena Mahan Stiraha Sarvapachastateva Shuddhasya Peyadibir Antaragnihi. It says that Yatha, how? Anu Agni Struna Gomayadaihi, how in an external word, if there is a small quantity of Agni, how the people will ignite it by taking the Truna. By taking the Truna, you just give that small dried Truna to that small fire. So it helps in that the small fire will become a big one. It ignites very well. Okay, in the same way, after Vamana and Virechana, there is a completely Agni Mandya. There is only a small quantity of Agni is there in a Grahani or then Amashaya. So that small quantity of Agni need to be supported with very minimal quantity of Lagu Ahara like Peya, Vilepi, that is required. So because that small quantity of Lagu Ahara, it helps in igniting the small quantity of Agni. Otherwise, immediately after Vamana and Virechana, if you take in the heavy food, it's like pouring a load of or ton together dry sticks on the small fire. It will exist. Definitely that fire will exhaust. That fire will off it completely, right? So the small fire, to ignite that, you should give a small quantity of dried truna, a small quantity of fuel. Then only you can add the dry stick laterwards, right? In the same way, in our body, as Lokasamya Purushavada, when you compare the Lokasamya Purushavada, the what you see in an external world, that you have to follow inside also. So that small quantity of Agni need to be supported with the help of Samsarjana Krama. So it may be 3 days, 5 days or 7 days. So when the Agni is become proper, normalized, so up to that one should follow the Samsarjana Krama, and then one can shift to his normal diet. So he says that Bhavati Kramena Mahan, after completion of Samsarjana Krama, so what will be the status of Agni? It will be a Mahan Agni. It will be a Stira Agni. It will be a Sarva Pachastatheva Agni. See, Agni will be having the 3 qualities. The Agni, one which ignited with the help of Samsarjana Krama, after Samshodhana, it will be having three quality. One is Mahan Agni, Stira Agni, and Sarva Pachastateva Agni. Okay, so such Agni, you give any kind of ahara, it may be a Guru, Lagu, or Viruddhahara, any ahara, it will digest it successfully. Okay, Mahan Stiraha Sarvapachastateva Shuddhasya Peyadibir Antaragnihi. So very important. See, it's a very important shloka and all need to by heart this one. Yata Anur Agni Struna Gomaya Dehi Sandukshamano Bhavati Kramena Mahan Stiraha Sarvapachastateva Shuddhasya Peyadibir Antaragnihi. Charaka Siddhisthana, first chapter, shloka number 12. When to start the Samsarjana Krama is very important. So, early morning I called patient for Vamana. He came 5 o'clock. You did external Abhyanga, Sveda, then Vamana Karma is finished by 7 o'clock or 6:30. So, when you start the Samsarjana Krama, by 8 o'clock or by 10 o'clock or by 12 o'clock? Yes, this is a real question. So, for that, the Acharya Charaka, he given a small hint. He says that Vamite vartate vannihi shamam dosha rojantihi Vamitam langaye samyak jirna linghanni lakshayan tani drushtvatu peyadi kramam kuryanna langhanam. He says that after the Vamana langayet, you should administer the langana. Up to what? Samyak jirna lingani lakshayat. The patient should get samyak jirna lakshana. Okay. Tani drushtvatu peyadi kramam kuryanna langhanam. So after Vamana, should ask patient, don't take any of the food except the hot water till he should get spashta agni lakshanas, means the true hunger. Up to the true hunger, the patient should not take anything. Samyak jirnalinga lakshana. Okay, up to that, the patient should not take any of the thing. Tani, if it is not, tani društva tu peyadi kramam kuryana langayan. So he says that. So if the patient attained samyak jirnalinga lakshana, then he can go for peyadi krama. If the individual, he didn't get the samyak jirnalinga lakshana, he didn't get the spashta agni lakshana, so there the langana should be continued. Okay, should not be advised. So by this, some patient will get hunger by evening 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, a true hunger, or some patient may not get the hunger on the same day. Some patient will get on next day. So after Vamana or after Virechana, don't give anything on the same day. So next day ask him how you are feeling. If the patient say yes, I am hunger. So that time you can start the Peyadi Krama. It is not like that. Peyadi Krama should be start on the day of Vamana and Virechana. You can start on next day also. So it is all based on this Lakshana, Samyak Jirna Lingani Lakshana. Then only one should start the Peyadi Krama. If not, continue the Langana. If there is no Samyak Jirna Linga Lakshana, if you continue the Peyadi in the same case, so there will be again Agni Mandya. Right? So we are giving Samsarjana to solve the Agni Mandya that happened due to the Shodhana. But here, if you start the Samsarjana in early, before considering the Samyak Jirnalinga Lakshana, that Peya or that Samsarjana, it may be Lagu and it also causes the Agni Mandya. That's why give proper Langhana after Vamana. Vamitam Langayen Samyak Jirnalingani Lakshayan is very, very, very important. So try to by heart. The shloka is from Charaka Siddhisthana, 6th chapter. So what is Peyadi Samsarjana Krama? So as I said previously, there are Three types of samsarjana krama. One is peyadi, another one is tarpanadi krama, third one is rasa samsarjana krama. So peya and adi. So adi are peya, vilepi, akruta, krutacha, yusham, rasam, त्रिद्विर् अत एकश्च क्रमेण सेवेत् विशुद्धकायः प्रधान मध्य अवर शुद्ध शुद्ध्यः. Charaka Siddhasthana, first chapter, shloka number 11. So it says that the Peya, Vilepi, Yosha, Krutayosha, Akrutayosha, Krutamamsarasa and Akrutamamsarasa, these are the Peyadi Samsarjana Krama. Okay, so we'll learn one by one. So how, see, according to Shuddhi, how to practice it. So if there is a Pradhana Shuddhi or Pravara Shuddhi, the patient attend the proper Vamana Karma. So he need to follow 3 Annakala. If it is Madhyama Shuddhi, he need to follow 2 Annakala. If it is Avara Shuddhi, he need to follow 1 Annakala. So what is that 3, 2 and 1 Annakala? For example, if the patient underwent Pravara Shuddhi, so he need to follow 3 Annakala, means Peya, he must take for 3 Annakala, Peya, Peya, Peya. Or if he attained Madhyama Shuddhi, he should take only 2 times, Peya and Peya, finish. Avara Shuddhi, only 1 time Peya, and next time we can take Vilepi. So the duration of consuming Peyadi Krama, it's completely based on a type of Shuddhi the patient attained. Okay. So here you can see Peya 3, Vilepi 3, Akrutayosha 2, Krutayosha 1, Akrutarasa 2, Krutarasa 1, and normal food is Pravara Shuddhi. Same, Madhyama Shuddhi and Avara Shuddhi. So Pravara Shuddhi, one should need to follow for 7 days, Madhyama Shuddhi 5 days of Samsarjana Krama, and Avara Shuddhi 3 days of Samsarjana Krama. And it is not always fixed, right? It is not always fixed. So it is an just a mere reference or the a guideline for Alpa Buddhi person, right? If a Pravara Shuddhi, at least he must follow for 7 days. If it is Madhyama Shuddhi, 5 days. If it is Avara Shuddhi, for 3 days. So there is one more quotation from Charaka Siddhasthana 12th chapter, up to how many days we should follow the Samsarjana Krama, that we will discuss in further slides. And basis of elimination of doshas. See, the same way, to how to say the 1 Annakala, 2 Annakala, 3 Annakala is also depends upon the how much dosha you removed. Kruta dosha lakshana, how much dosha you removed. 1 prastha. If you remove 1 prastha of dosha, it's considered as Avara Shodhana, and you have to follow 1 Annakala, Bhoshana. If you remove half Adaka, that is considered as Madhyama Shuddhi, and that person need to follow 2 Annakalas. If it is 1 Adaka or the Uttama Shodhana, so he need to follow 3 Annakalas. And according to the Bala of the patient and Bala of the Agni, if it is Pravara Bala, Bala is Pravara and Agni is Pravara, he can take 1 Annakala. If it is Bala is Madhyama, Agni is Madhyama, he can take 2 Annakala. If it is Avara, he should take 3 Annakala. See, it's a very important here. If there is a Pravara Shuddhi, there will be a less Bala and less Agni. That only first shloka I started. Right? Atakalvatura Vaidhyam Samshuddham Vamanadibihi. So how the patient will be Durbala, Alpa Agni, Mukta Bandhana Sandanam. See, that person will be too much of Durbala. He is weak. The person should be weak. Then only you can say that the person completed proper Vamana and Virechana. After Vamana and Virechana, if the patient is joyful, healthy, normal, he is jumping, singing, dancing, it means he not underwent proper Shodhana. Person should feel that I am weak. So that is an asamyak Shodhana Lakshana, Durbala. The Samhita itself mentioned he is a Durbala, he's having the Agni Mandya, he need to be protected, right? So here, if the person omitted more time, if the person passes more Vegas, if they attend the Pravara Shuddhi, so there will be a Alpa Bala and Alpa Agni. So that person need to follow three Annakalas. Okay, if the Shodhana is not too much of Vegas, if it is considered as a Madhyama Shodhana, so there the strength will be maintained, Madhyama, because he not passed too much of Vegas. Okay, and so because of that, the Bala is also maintained, Agni is also maintained, so he can take two Annakala. So when it comes for the Pravara Bala and Pravara Agni, when the patient he vomited only 4 times, just compare the person vomited 4 times and 8 times. The person vomited 4 times, only 4 times he will be vomiting, and he maintained his proper Bala and Agni. So one Annakala is enough. Okay. So before planning for Samsarjana Krama, one should understand which type of Shodhana you completed, Pravara, Avara, Madhyama. One and one thing, and second thing, how much dosha you removed. Okay, less quantity dosha removed, or medium, or more quantity of dosha is removed, or what is the bala of the patient, or the Agni. What is the Agni bala? That by considering all the three factors, one can decide how many days samsarjana need to be done. Okay, so first one is Peya. Right, is the first. The food article comes in Peya Krama. So what is Peya? Peya, as said by Kayadeva Nigantu in Kruthanna Varka 44, Peya Sitta Yukta Siddha Chaturdashe Gune Ambasaha. Chaturdashe Gune Ambasaha. So here the Peya is one which is prepared by using the 14 parts of water. Chaturdasha Gune Ambasa. Okay, is having the Chaturdasha Guna means is having the more quantity of water and less quantity of Peya. So here 1 part of rice and 14 parts of water need to be added and boil it. Okay, so what you will get in at the end after proper cooking of rice, so the upper part of the water what you collect, that is considered as Peya. So for that you will take Shali. Usually better to take Shashtika Shali. So it will be having the properties like Madhura Rasa, Snigdha Guna, Shita Virya and Laghu Paka, and it is Pitta Guna, Pitta Shamaka, and it is it helps in Brahmana, is good. Okay, Rakta Shali or Shashtika Shali need to be advised. So what is a Peya Guna? So it says that, see the very beautiful Peya Lagvi Hitaglani Pipas Akshut Shrama Pranut. See, Peya is Lagu, it's very Hita. Glani, one who is the Glani. Pipas, it reduces the Glani, Pipasa, Kshita, Shrama. See, these are the Lakshanas what the patient will get on the day of woman or Virechana. So you should say that Peya will immediately help it. Okay, so this is a Peya you can advise in the patients of Chardhi, patients of diarrhea, vomiting. So there also it is very useful, Peya, right? Because the patient of diarrhea, he will be having the Glani and Pipasa and Kshit, right? So there also the Peya is advisable. Okay, Stamba Atisara. See, that's why Stamba Atisara, in patient of Atisara, the Peya is indicated. Darubalya, Kukshiroga, Jurapaha, in any kind of Kukshiroga is indicated, and in case of Jwara, the Peya is indicated. So what is the properties, how it helps? Peya is Deepani Pachani Dosha Malasvedanulomini. It is Deepana, it is having the Pachana, it ignites the Agni, it helps in digestion of the Ama, Pachana Guna. Okay, dosha, mala, svedhanulomini, it helps in anulomana. Anulomana of dosha, it helps in anulomana of mala and helps in the proper removal of sweda from the body. Proper anulomana means the proper movement of dosha, mala and sweda. This is the properties of Peyaguna. So next comes Vilepi. So what is Vilepi? So Vilepi is Vilepi Ganasikta Syat Siddha Toye Chaturgune Kayadeva Nigantu. Says that Peya having more quantity of rice part and less quantity of liquid. Right? Peya, it's Ganasikta Syat Siddhe Toye Chaturgune. So here 1 part of rice and 4 parts of water is advised, and a person need to boil it. So after proper cooking of the rice particles, so that rice need to be taken along with the liquid and rice both. Okay, so what is the Vilepi guna? Vilepi Deepani. Vilepi is also Deepani because it's also Lagu in nature. Vilepi Deepani Rudhya Grahini Kshutrushapaha. So Rudhya. What is Rudhya? Rudayaya Manasohitam. The one which is good for Rudaya and Manas is called as Rudhya. Is the Grahini. It is having the Grahi property. Kshut. So the Kshut and Trusha. Kshut, Kshuda and Trushna. It reduces both. And Lagvi, it is very Lagu. Swadurasa, it is having the Madhurasa. Nitya, Snehaniyopayogini. So, and you can add little bit Sneha for that and you can use it. Okay, you can use it Nitya also. And it is having the properties like Balya, Santarpini, Patya, Rwana, Shukra, Akshi, Rogine. So it's very balya, strength, it gives the strength. Santarpani does the tarpana of the body and is very good patya. Patya is very good diet food and helps in the cases like Rona wound, Shukra Akshiroga, the disease concerned with Shukra. Okay, the disease concerned with Akshiroga. So they in these conditions the Vilepi have a good role. Yusha, the third Peyadi diet is Yusha. So what is Yusha? How to prepare the Yusha? Ashtadasha gune toye shruto Yushastu shimbijaihi sa syat कृताख्यो लवण कटु स्नेहाद संयुतः. Say here Yusha. Yusha here you have to prepare with the Shimbidhanya and usually commonly we will prepare with the help of Mudgha. So the Mudgha Yusha is the common, and Yusha is having again two types. What is Yusha? Akrita Yusha and Krita Yusha. What is Akrita Yusha and Krita Yusha? Sasyat Krutakhyo. If you say Akrita Yusha, it will be divide of Lavana, Katu and Sneha. Okay. If it is Krita Yusha, so Krita Yusha will be having the Lavana, Katu and Sneha in it. So it is just a little difference of a seasoning on non-seasoning. Right? ಒಗ್ಗರಣೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಡದೇ ಇರೋದು. See, Akrita Yusha. So it is. So here the seasoning is not done. Only take the mudgha, boil with the water. How much water? Ashtadashe gune. Ashtadashe gune. Ashtadasha. 18 parts of water and 1 part of mudgha, green gram. Boil it, and after proper boiling you can use that one, the upper part of water along with the shimbidhanya, both you can eat. So that is considered as Akrita Yusha. So the same this one, you take one more vessel, add little sneha, gruta in that, add little lavana and katu chili powder, little, okay, add it. Okay, then the already cooked, already boiled green gram, that you can add to the this vessel and mix it. So it's like a like that giving the seasoning. ಒಗ್ಗರಣೆ ಹಾಕೋದು.
Properties of mudga. Whenever want to prepare the yusha, the famous yusha is mudga yusha. So we'll see the properties of mudga is Madrarasa, Lagu Rukshaguna, Shitavirya, Kafapittahara, and it is Joragna and Chakshusha. So that's why it says that Mudghanam Uttamo Yusho. Among Mudgha is a best one among Yusha because it is Deepanaha Shitalo Lagu. It does the Deepana and it is Shita in nature and it is light for digestion Lagu. It is very good for the wound healing Rana, Jatru, Jatrurdvikaras. Okay, if any problems with Jatrurdvikaras and helps in conditions of Dahara, and it is Kafapitta Hara, Jorasrajita. So it reduces the Jora also. Next one is Mamsarasa. So Mamsarasa, Raso Sadhyam Jalam Deyam, Mamsam Siddhati Yavata, Falastakam Jale Praste Ghane, Atha Madhyame tu Shat, Mamsasya Vantanam Kuryat Kodavam Tanuke Rase. So here again the mamsa, how much quantity of mamsa need to be taken and how much quantity of water. See, mamsa is prepared. See, first you have to take the mamsa, have to chop it in small pieces, then add the appropriate quantity of water. So again, it is quantity of water. It depends upon the if you want ghana mamsa rasa, madhyama mamsa rasa, or tanu mamsa rasa. So here it's Mamsarasa can be divided in two types, Akrita Mamsarasa and Krita Mamsarasa. So here how to prepare. See for the Madhyama Mamsarasa, if you want to prepare there, have to take one part of the Mamsa chopped meat and 4 parts of water. Then boil it. So it is an Mamsarasa, preparation of Mamsarasa, Akrita Mamsarasa. For the Krita Mamsa Rasa, for the same thing, same quantity of Mamsa, same quantity of water, but you have to add Kadu Dravyas and Sneha Dravyas. Kadu Dravyas like Shunti and Pippali, Sneha Dravya, you can add ghee in it. What are the properties of Mamsa Rasa? Mamsa Rasa having the following properties like Prinanaha, Pranajananaha, Shwasakasakshayapaha, Vatapitta Shramo Haro, Rudhyo Mamsa Rasaha Smrtaha. स्मृत्योजः स्वरविनानां ज्वर क्षीण क्षतो उरसां भग्न विश्लिष्ट सन्धीनां कृशाणाम् अल्परेतसाम् अप्यायनः संहननः शुक्रधो बलवर्धनः. See, it's very beautiful. So it's having so many uh, properties of Mamsarasa. So it's a self-explanatory. It's Prinana, Pranajananaha, right? It is Shwasahara, Kasahara, it is Balavardhaka, it is Rudhya, it is Jwarahara, it is indicated in Kshata, Kshina, it is indicated in Bhagna conditions. Okay, it helps in Shukravardhana. Okay, so immediately after Shodhana, the person will be says that Mukta Bandhana Sandhanam. So there will be a Durbala seen in a patient, and there is a chances of Vataruddhi because of Shunya Deha. And Mukta Bandhana Sandhana, there is looseness in all the joints. So this person, the indication of Mamsaras helps a lot in regaining his strength. So this is the chart. Depends upon the types of Shuddhi, Pravara Shuddhi, Madhyama Shuddhi and Avara Shuddhi. Annakala, how many times Annakala, and how many days one needs to follow the Samsarjana Krama. So Samsarjana Krama, if it is Pravara Bala 3 Anakala, Madhyama Bala 2 Anakala, and Avara Bala 1 Anakala. So sometimes the Peyadi Krama is not only enough to practice Pashat Karma after Shodhana. So it says that Kafapitte Vishuddhe Alpam Madhyape Vatapaitike Tarpanadi Kramam Kuryat Peya Abhishande Dvitan. Charaka Siddhisthana 6th chapter, 25th chapter says that see the conditions like Kapha and Pitta, and the patient is not underwent proper Shodhana. Vishuddha Alpaha. Madhyape, one who take continuously alcohol, nitya alcohol, and vata paitike, the individual having the vata and pitta, okay, vata pitta prakritis, and tarpanadi kramam kuryat. So in these individuals, tarpanadi krama is indicated because peya abhishande dvitan. So in these conditions, peya is contraindicated because it causes the abhishandata. It increases the abhishandhana, shandhana, the oozing property of shrotas. So because of that, so in this condition, one should adopt tarpanadikrama instead of peyadikrama. So how to prepare this one? What is tarpanadikrama? Right here, the tarpanadikrama and peyadikrama are both are same. So in place of peya, we should go for the swachha tarpana, and in place of vilepi, one should practice the ghana tarpana. Swachha Tarpana and Ghana Tarpana. Followed by Yusha, Akruta and Krutayusha, as it is same as that of Peyadikrama, and in terms in Mamsarasa same. Akruta Mamsarasa and Kruta Mamsarasa. Here the preparation and quantity of water and Mamsa and all is same as that of Peyadi Samsarjana Krama. The only the difference here is in case of Peya, instead of Peya, one should use the Swachha Tarpana. Instead of Vilepi, one should go for the Ghana Tarpana. Swachha Tarpana. This is called Swachha Tarpana. So for Swachha Tarpana, how to prepare? So here, instead of rice, Raktashali or Shashtika Shali, one should take the one part of Laja and same quantity of water. 14 parts of water, 1 parts of Laja, 14 parts of water, and boil it. So for Ganatarpana, 1 parts of Laja and 4 parts of water. So what's the difference here? For the Peyadi Krama, we are using instead of Laja, we are using the Raktashali, and the quantity of water is same. For Ganatarpana, we are using 1 part of Raktashali and 4 parts of water. It was same. So here, for preparation of Peyadi, for preparation of Tarpanadi Krama, Tarpanadi, Swachha Tarpana, instead of Raktashali, one should take Laja. So what is this Laja? So you can see here, Laja is having the Kashaya Madhura Rasa, it's Lagu Guna and Shita Virya. So the Laja is Lagu, lighter than the rice. And Laja, it won't causes the Abhishandana. So because of that, instead of Peya Adikrama, one should go for Tarpana Adikrama. So next is very important, Rasa Samsarjana Krama. Samsargena Viruddho Agno Dosha Kopa Bhayad Bhajet. So after Samsarjana Krama, yes, definitely there will be increase of Agni. So Samsargena Viruddho Agno, this increased Agni, it may cause a Dosha Kopa. To control that this Dosha Kopa, so one should practice the Rasa Samsarjana Krama. Right? Samsargena viruddho agno dosha kopa bhayad bhaje. Dosha kopa, to avoid the dosha kopa, one should practice the rasa samsarjana krama. So what is this rasa samsarjana krama? So is said beautifully in Charaka Siddhisthana 12th chapter shloka number 6 to 8. Agni sandukshanartam tu purvam peyadina bishak. Agni Sandhukshanartam tu Purvam Peyadina Bishak. So already the Bishak given Peyadi Karma for the Agni Sandhukshanartham. Okay. After that, second line रसोत्तरेण उपचरेत् क्रमेण क्रमकोविदः रस उत्तरेण उपचरेत् after that after agni sandukshana one should practice the rasa samsarjana krama uttarena acharet kramena kramakovidah. It is in krama, it is not in a haphazard way, it is in a kramena. Saho kramena snigdamla swadurudhyani tato amla lavanau raso. Snigdha amla swadu, one should use the rasas of amla and swadu. Snigdha amla swadu rudhyani. After that, one should use tato amlo lavano raso. After that, usage of amla and lavana rasa. Then after that, swadu tikto tato bhuyaha. After that, one should use the swadu and tikta rasa. Then end kashaya katukotataha. At the last, kashaya katukotataha. So here the usage of rasas in this way: first amla and swadu, then amla and lavana, then swadu and tikta, then kashaya and katuka. So here the one should understand the next line is very important. Anyonya pratyanikanam rasanam snigdha. So here see whatever they joined rasas, they are anyonya pratyanikanam, they are completely opposite to each other. Rasanam snigdha rikshayoho, one is snigdha and the other one is ruksha, right? So completely swadu and tikta, completely opposite, right? The swadu is snigdha and tikta is ruksha. Snigdha rukshayoho Vyathyasat upayogena prakritim gamayed bishak. So why this Prattanikan? Opposite rasas are explained and they said give these opposite rasas in a one day or in one meal. So why such combinations is made? So last the reason is mentioned that Vyathyasat upayogena, because of such Vyathyasa upayoga, because of such combination of rasas, Prakritim gamayed bishak. So it helps in the proper restore of person. So we read the shlokas before. So after the shodhana, the person will be completely durbala. So this Vyathyasa upayoga of rasas helps in restoring that durbala person to become a normal person as early as possible, right? So this rasa samsarjana krama helps in vyathyasat upayogena prakritim gamayet bishak. So here first day one should advise the madura snigdha and amla rasas, it must be a rudhyani. So it helps to pacify the vata pitta doshas and helps in balancing the agni. Second day, the rasas like amla and lavana is been explained. It helps in increasing Agni Bala and to pacify the Vata dosha and Kapha dosha. And third, Swadu Tikta to pacify the Pitta. Tikta rasa to pacify the Pitta and to pacify the Vata dosha by Swadu rasa. And fourth day, Kashaya Katukotataha to pacify the Kapha, Pitta, okay, to pacify the kapha and pitta, the fourth day one should advise the go for kashaya and katurasa prayoga. So by this the rasa samsarjana krama is finished. Then the question arises, is not the question. I think we all know this. What is the answer for why the need of samsarjana krama after the shodhana? Because it says that after the shodhana, after the purification, so Agni is completely weak, right? Because of the repeated yoga, repeated vega of Vamana, repeated vega of Virechana, okay, the gastric juices are lost. So because of this, there will be a Agni Mandya, and definitely there will be some amount of Dhatukshaya also. So to overcome the Dhatukshaya, to regulate the Agni, okay, we need to practice Samsarjana Krama. Right? If it is a weak Agni plus Guru Ahara, definitely there will be a Jatragni Mandi. If it is mild fire diminution when overloaded with large pieces of wood, right? It's same. The simile is being given here. When there is a weak Agni, if you added the Guru Ahara, it is like as that of loading a large pieces of wood over the small fire, right? So it, this kind of things will exhaust the fire. If it is a weak Agni, one should support the weak Agni with the help of Lagu Ahara, so that the Lagu Ahara, it helps in still more ignition of Agni. So why only in Vamana and Virechana the Samsarjana Krama is advised? Yes, why not in Basti? Is a question, right? So in Vamana and Virechana, the Aushadhi is acting mainly in Urdhva and Adho Amashaya, right? So here the Vegas are also more. So it, there will be a more quantity of Agni Hani. So because of this, after Vamana and Virechana, one should go for the Samsarjana Krama. But after Niruha Basti, Jatragni is not disturbed like as that in Vamana and Virechana, because the Vegas, one which is generated by the Niruha Basti is two minimum, one or two Vegas. So it helps in Vata Anulomana, but not the Agni Hani level. Okay. So the Jatragni only acts at the Pakvashaya level, but the Vamana and Virechana both acts in complete GI tract. So it acts mainly on the Agnisthana, but the Nirohabasti, it won't act on Agnisthana. Complication of Vamana and their management. We'll discuss this one in next class.